Yeah.
Yes. So today's book that we have made a collective effort to read through the month of November, which is a very busy month, Diwali, Shadiyan और बाकी सारे त्योहार, plus the lockdown. We have still made an effort to read this book, The Palace of Illusions by Chitra
Acha,
Divakurni.
Anupriya, I will
Hanji.
request everybody, those who have the book, to hold the book in their hand and we
Okay.
can click
Just
a picture.
Just a minute, I'm bringing my book.
Yes, Manisha was sitting without the book, huh?
I don't have a
Do
book.
that. Let's do that. So in the meanwhile,
Yes.
जो ये बुक हमने पढ़ी है पूरा महीना एंड टुडे फाइनली 5th को हम लोग इसको डिस्कस करने वाले हैं. देयर इज एन एडेड feature in today's book discussion जिसमें कि I will be giving out a book review of this book. उसके बाद I'll give you थोड़ा सा theory कि कैसे book review करते हैं, तो आपके पास एक live example हो जाएगा. Plus you will have some theory, एक structure of a book review, how to review a book. Okay, and after that we will proceed on to the book discussion जिसमें कि सब लोग अपने अपने व्यूज बोलेंगे. जिन जिन लोगों ने अपनी ये बुक रीड की है, they will share their views about the book, what they liked and what they did not like. And the last part of this session is wherein Babita, who is the leader for our next book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, she will take up and introduce the book to you in the last leg of the session. So that's about it. And if everybody has the book, we can have a book pick.
मेरा उल्टा क्यों आ रहा है?
Book up सीधा पकड़ो बबीता.
Take a
हाँ,
screenshot
ठीक है.
of in a laptop itself, ना कविता.
अरे
फोन हटा
स्क्रीनशॉट
दो.
के लिए मेरा दोनों हाथ लगता है because वो
Okay.
I have to press 3
I
buttons.
got it.
So if anybody can click. Suman, you will try.
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I don't have.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much.
थोड़ा brand endorsement वाली feeling आ रही थी book को वैसे.
See, we are all brand ambassadors for books,
Yes.
for good books. So yes, वैसी feeling आनी चाहिए. Okay, so now on to the first section of our session today, the book review for The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Divakurni. Okay. So this book review will be in English. अगर किसी को कुछ समझ नहीं आया या they want me to repeat some aspect of it in Hindi, so once I am done, they can ask me. Okay.
ठीक है.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you. So Mahabharata is a sacred epic that we Indians believe to be a true account of events, and we believe that it happened in the history, and it has been told and retold over thousands of years. What makes Mahabharata so popular is its relevance in the modern world also. And it has been established time and again that relationships within the family, outside, in business, somewhere you can connect those equations and those circumstances to Mahabharata. We have all realized that how important and how relevant it is with its telecast of the dramatical rendition on various national television channels repeatedly during the last 8 months of lockdown. I'm sure each one of us has viewed some part of it or whole of it on either of the channels that it was telecast on. So we all know the basic construct of Mahabharata, and we all carry certain notion and certain opinion about all the incidents, about all the characters in this ultimate epic drama. And to bring in a fresh perspective, something different that will make the readers hook on to the story and read through it once again, it is a very difficult task. It's a very risky task. But the author, Chitra Divakurni, in this epic saga, The Palace of Illusions, has done just that. She has kept the basic plot of the story without playing around with the sequence of incidents. She has brought in a thunderstorm of new perspectives from the point of view of one woman who, any which ways, was stealing the highlight in the original story also. Draupadi. Yes, we're talking about Draupadi here, born out of fire. She was meant to play a vital role in the making of history. We all know this. But how was she as a child growing up in a royal family? How was her temperament when she grew up to come of age for marriage? How on earth she agreed to marry the Pandav brothers, taking up 5 husbands? How did she feel when she was molested in a hall full of hundreds of men? And what were her inner fears, inner desires, and inner thoughts? These are some questions that the author dives in deep and weaves the retelling of Mahabharata. Indeed, a magical retelling. Apart from the incidents of Draupadi's life and her emotions that we live along with her while reading the book, I had enough food for thought to ponder upon certain other issues too. And I'm sure all the readers will find that they are intrigued by certain other aspects that the issues that the book raises. So some of these were, could you or would you be able to change the course of your actions if you already knew the future implications? If you were told that if you take this decision, you will have to face this. Would you change your decision? Or warnings in advance, do they make any difference to what has already been established as destiny? Is it possible for a woman to foster without bias, love, commitment, dedication towards more than one man? For that matter, 5 to be precise in this case. And the saying that a woman is the biggest enemy of another woman, it stood true even in that age? And what about your first love? Can any man or woman ever forget their first love? Yes. This book manages to scrape through the reader's consciousness and build this magical world of illusions where questions are galore. You will be forced to think about these issues and these occurrences and relate them to the occurrences in your life. What worked for me when I was reading this book? The author makes you fall in love with the rebellious kid Draupadi, sympathize with the young lady forced to bed 5 husbands, enjoy her glory when she grows up to be the elegant queen Panchali of Indraprastha, cry along with her when the most shameful act in the history of mankind takes place, and burn alongside as she waits to avenge the wrongs done to her. And last but not the least, live through the trauma of the price that must be paid to claim that revenge. These were some of the aspects of Draupadi's life which the author has been able to highlight with immense clarity. And then there are certain new aspects to her life that the author seems to have added, and by taking creative liberty. And these aspects were the equation between Draupadi and Karna, which kept me hooked to the story through the entire storyline. What will come of it in the end? Her relationship with Kunti, which keeps shifting from animosity to jealousy to eventually compassion. Her regret as a mother for not being there for her kids, as she chooses to be with her husbands in exile, and her reasons for doing that. And not to forget her connection with her Sakha, Krishna. Once you have turned the last page, you are left with a divine lesson also. The lesson that says, do not fret or regret over anything. Whatever happened was meant to be. In the end, when you will be in the celestial planes, you will realize that all is eventually good. that each of us came down with a pre-written script which was handed to us at the time of our birth, and we are just acting our roles. The message of Gita has been explained so nicely through the life of Draupadi from the point of view of Draupadi. And then the author leaves us with a hope and a tiny smile. The writing style of the author was very engaging. We would all agree that it was very engaging, and there was not even one dull moment. The reader was already aware of the sequence of events, so that helped the narration, but it also made the author's task a little tougher, because then the author had to bring in some freshness to the narrative, which would keep the readers reading throughout. The author does this excellently by playing around with the narration with the rich visual descriptions and deep emotions, with a lot of retrospection and introspection of what is going on in Draupadi's mind. So you are glued, you want to know what's going on in Draupadi's mind, why she did, what she said, and why she did not do what she could have done. We get a complete perspective into her mind, into her consciousness. So yes, if you're ready to dive into the bizarre journey of Draupadi, be irritated by her rebellious streak and short temper, fall in love with her for her shortcomings as a human being, and know about the deepest of her secret desires, regrets, and fears, The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Devakurni is a must-read book for you. So that was the book review.
Very nice.
Very nice.
So
You know, it was just like
So very nice.
Going through the book again.
yeah.
that's see, for those who have read, it's like going through the book again. It should be like that. And for those who have not read the book, it should be able to make them curious. A book review is meant to make actually the people who are thinking about picking up the book, it's supposed to make them curious and make them take their decision whether they want to pick up the book or whether they don't want to pick up the book. So that's what the purpose of a book review is. So getting on to the next feature, next section of this session, Manisha, given that I know that you read a lot, there's others also, but I know that you read a lot. And would you be able to just highlight and review that what all is included as a book review so that I can then just elaborate on that?
In my opinion, book review is just the thing, just touch of that subject. The book is what all about. And
Right.
just little bit of touch of the characters also to make us more curious about it. And one or two line might also be added so that that thing will, you know, again give us a light that it is all about romance or thriller or something like that, just to pin down those things only.
Right. Very right, Manisha. Anyone else who has read a lot of book reviews, if they would like to pitch in and tell us, share with us what they think about a book review is all about?
Yeah, shall I? This is Alka
Yeah,
from
sure.
Mumbai, and sorry because I have joined for the first time, and I'm really thankful to Kavita and Suman because I'm a writer and journalist.
Okay.
Okay, so
I must get in touch with you, Alka, then.
yeah, thank you, and if you really reviewed the book very well, but of course some points must be there, like language is a very important element of any writing. Are you listening
Right.
now? Yeah, okay.
Right.
So if I don't know whether all of you have heard about Harishankar Prasad. He was the greatest satirist of Hindi literature, and
Right.
I'm lucky that I had met him. And always he told me, always whenever a writer writes, so he or she should keep in mind that the language is very easy and smoothly. It's going smooth, very smooth. So whenever the reader is reading the book, So the reader should go with the language of the book, whatever is written.
Right.
There shouldn't be like obstructions. It should be very smooth, जैसे मक्खन पिघलता है ना वैसे. So because and then of course style, हिंदी में हम उसको शैली कहते हैं, style. So because of course it's a challenge when, because already the writer is writing about a mythology subject, and
Right.
he is not going to write anything new, but what new perspective he has brought in this book. So in this book, that is the main, I think, the most important thing, what the perspective is there in this book. Why he has written, because a lot of books are written about Draupadi, but what is new about this? And of course they have drawn that perspective very well over here. And of course as I was not knowing about it, and I would love to read this book, and because then I can come to know the perspective, what the perspective is there. So the language, the style, and of course हिंदी में हम जिसको जिज्ञासा कहते हैं, the curiosity, as you said, कि to make it important and readable, he has implemented some tools, हम जिसको कहते हैं, tools should be there. So I think some other points are there.
इधर
So
तो
today
छोटा
is the
किचन है
first day.
देखो ना.
Today is the first day. So then of course I'll be joining always now,
Right.
and whatever is there I'll write in the group.
Sure.
Thank you
Sure.
so much.
So what Alka has mentioned, so what Alka means to say is, when we are reviewing a book, so I touched upon the writing style of the author. So if you want to go into a little further detail, into a technical detail, you could actually mention the tools that the author has used, the writing style, wherein the narration style, it's first person, third person, second person, whether it's easy to understand or the difficult language, the language is difficult. So Alka meant to emphasize on the point that a book review has to include the writing style of the author, which is very right, Alka. You were very precise in mentioning that. So given the inputs that we have, I'll go ahead with my view of, or rather my experience of reading book reviews and reviewing a lot of books. And this is what a book review should include. Okay, so a lot of authors, a lot of book reviewers like to start with a short book summary. I skipped the book summary in this case particularly because it's Mahabharata and we all know the story of it. So the book summary was actually not required. So instead, what I emphasized on is that we all know the story, we all know the characters, and it's very relevant for all of us. Okay? But if it was some other book, you could actually start with a small paragraph on the book summary, a little 100 words on what is the construct of the book. Okay. The next section is about what are your takeaways from the book without divulging the plot. So you need not tell about the plot. So मैंने कहीं पर भी देखा जाए, in the entire book review, I did not mention what is the plot. I touched upon the incidents. I touched upon the aspects of Draupadi's life, but we did not divulge in detail the plot. All right. So you tell about what is it that you liked, or rather you have to, rather that comes later. The first point is कि बहुत ही unbiased तरीके से, with a very neutral perspective, you just share with your audience or readers that this is the highlights of the book. This is what the book gives you. This is what you will get when you read the book. Okay, so that's the second section. The third section will be what worked for you. So when you talk about what worked for you, when I said what worked for me, it was about, that author has brought about different personality aspects of Draupadi's life, and in every phase she was different. She was a rebellious kid, she was an elegant queen, she was an avengeful exiled queen. So those aspects and what was going on in her mind during all these phases, this is what worked for me the best. And then there were these untalked about, or rather these new tidbits that the author added. We don't know because it has not been talked about in detail whether Draupadi and Karna actually had any equation. It seems like, yeah, the author has put in this fresh perspective to keep me curious कि अच्छा ऐसा भी हो सकता है, अगर ऐसा सच में हुआ होता तो क्या ऐसा ही हुआ होता. So that's the fresh perspective. Nobody ever talked to us about what equation did Draupadi or Kunti share. महाभारत जो हमने देखी है उसमें कुंती has always been the giving mother. But in here, even if it was all in her mind, we see that Draupadi could have felt insecure by Kunti's presence. So these were just fresh perspectives that the author brought in, which worked for me best. So this comes to be the third section of a book review. Then there is the author style. So in this particular section, we talk about what is it that we like about the author. So a lot of authors, when you read the books, you will see they keep jumping from present to past, and they do it very well. In this book also, there's been a lot of jumping of events. So the author takes you to a stage wherein Draupadi is walking with Arjun in the forest. So that's one complete scene. And then she goes back to the Swayamvar scene wherein Arjun came in as a Brahmin and he won her through the task. So she keeps coming back and forth, telling you what happened and then telling you the backstory. So that is her unique style for this particular book. She uses a lot of visuals. So we have all seen or rather heard about or maybe even read about in Mahabharata, all those who have read it, how the palace of Indraprastha looked like. But the visuals that the author has created through her words, I think it gave me a clear picture of how that palace must have looked like or felt like. So that was, I would say, the talent of the author, or the strength point of the author was that she was able to create a very visual picture through her words. I feel that the language was slightly difficult, with a lot of words which had to be checked in the dictionary. So maybe this book was for seasoned readers and others might have felt कि यार ये थोड़े difficult words हो रहे हैं. Could be. I felt so because I believe in a very simple language, as Alka already mentioned, that the language should be such कि reader should be able to read it like मक्खन, कि मुंह में मक्खन पिघल गया तो reader के दिमाग में language वैसे चले जानी चाहिए. So yes, I agree with Alka on that. And this book has a slightly difficult language in bits and pieces, not everywhere, but in bits and pieces. And then there is a concluding comment, jahan par ki you leave the reader of your book review with a food for thought. That if you want this, you might want to read this book. If you are looking for this, then this book might disappoint you. So that is a concluding comment, jahan par you are leaving the reader with a call to action. That whether you want to now make a call, you've read my book review, now make a call whether you want to read the book or you don't want to read the book. And if you're writing it somewhere, or if you're, actually giving a formal book review, then a lot of book reviewers like to give a rating. So maybe out of 10 or maybe out of 5, you would want to give a rating. Now, rating can also be given in different aspects: for the plot, for the story, for the writing style, and an overall rating. So a lot of book reviewers also like to give rating in 3 categories, so that I know whether this book, so sometimes people for the writing style, they give a rating for 2 and justify it as that it was a very difficult read. It is not for an average person. And then I decide straightforward that I don't want to read this book because I don't have the mental bandwidth to sit with a dictionary and read through the book. I need a breezy read, jahan par ki I can just get lost into the plot and forget about all my worries and my kids' homeworks and all the home chores and just enjoy the book for an hour. So you can decide when you do a book review, you can decide whether you want to do an overall rating or you want to do a section-wise rating. जैसे कॉम्पिटिशन्स होते हैं तो वहां पर हम लोग सेक्शंस बनाते हैं कि कंटेंट के लिए इतना, then you rate them for their communication skills, you rate them for their expression, you rate them for let's say the originality. तो जो aspects अलग अलग parameters of judgment होते हैं, you could actually come up with parameters of a book and then give them a rating. So that's about it, about a book review from my end. If you have any questions, I'd be glad to take them.
What about the summary? Last year book का भी summary नहीं आया, इसका भी for lazy
इसका
one.
summary नहीं आया?
Last book
इसका-
का summary.
Oh, अच्छा, you want a book summary, short summary of the book?
I was just thinking. Actually, today I came to know कि हाँ review और summary अलग होता है. Somehow general.
So summary क्या है? जिसके पास time नहीं है book पढ़ने का, but they want to know what are the salient features of the book. जब तक मुझे नहीं पता होगा कि what is the construct of the book, I will not read this book. वो हो गए book summary. While अगर किसी को किसी के opinion चाहिए, like for example, if you need somebody, if you trust somebody कि इसका taste मेरे taste से मिलता है, what does this person say about this book? Movies के लिए हम मानते हैं, we always have this one reference person. अच्छा तूने देख ली है, मुझे बता कैसी लगी, तब मैं decide करूंगी कि मुझे देखनी है कि नहीं देखनी है. Right? That is a book review. But book summary is without bringing in your bias, without bringing in your views, you just give in short कि ये इस story का मतलब plot है, ये इस book का plot है या इस movie का plot है. For example, अगर महाभारत की summary मुझे लिखनी होती तो मैं बोलती this is the story of sons of two brothers who are into a property feud for a kingdom, and in the process they go through a lot of challenges, and the main character who faces all these challenges with the brothers who have been wronged is Draupadi, and she was born in a royal family. She was married, she was made to marry 5 brothers. And then the journey carries on when she asks for a palace for herself. She builds up Indraprastha. She becomes a proud queen, but hits bad luck when she's molested because her husbands have lost in the game of dice. And thereafter begins their journey for claiming their revenge. When they are claiming their revenge, they have to live in the forest. They have to go incognito in a kingdom for a year. And after that, they face their enemy in the battlefield. It's a journey of facing that battlefield where she loses all her near and dear ones. So this is a book summary. Without bringing in my views or any emotions, plain sequence of events, this is the book summary. ठीक है सुमन?
Yeah, मतलब आज ध्यान दिया कि yes, otherwise you take it ठीक है.
नहीं, book summary, that's what I said. A lot of book reviewers, so देना चाहिए, एक short summary देना चाहिए. 2 minute लगते हैं, 100 words लगते हैं. But because it was Mahabharat, I thought it doesn't make sense because at least India में बाहर भी हो सकता है, but at least in India everybody knows Mahabharat by heart. Basic construct सबको मालूम है कि क्या था. तो book summary देना चाहिए. Book review आप लिख रहे हैं या movie review लिख रहे हैं, the rules are the same. Movie review में भी the rules are the same. Movie review में बस एक aspect add हो जाता है, which is the acting, the technical aspects. Acting of the actors, the direction or the screenplay, the script, how it was written, music, ये सब aspects add हो जाते हैं, जबकि book में ये सब aspects नहीं होते. इसमें सिर्फ author का writing style होता है, क्योंकि सब कुछ सिर्फ author के दिमाग की उपज है. It's all in the author's mind, which she has brought out on paper. While a movie review will have a lot of technical aspects. So that's the difference. Otherwise, the flow remains the same. The intent remains the same. That without telling people about the entire detail of the book, you just given some tidbits about the book and what is unique about the book or what you liked or non-unique about the book, and ask them, take a call whether you want to read it or not. That's why I kept mentioning in the book, in the group rather, that nahi bhi padhi hai to aana, nahi bhi padhi hai book to do come, because a book review will help you make up your mind whether you want to read it or you don't want to read it. That's about it. तो अब जिन जिन लोगों ने, people who have read the book, Kavita, would you like to call upon these people and share their views of what the book, how they liked the book or what they want to share about the book?
Yeah, of
Starting with
course.
you. Starting with you.
Me? I have actually forgotten the entire, the details of the book because I finished it 15 days ago.
But there must be something which hit you very hard, you know, and it gave you a lot of food for thought. So we'll
Yeah,
be glad
so
if you could
I
share
think
that.
your review points were excellent to remind us all about what we have read in the book. And I think वो ये highlight तो Draupadi and Karan जो angle था, which was not there in the original Mahabharat, which we have all seen and heard about. So that was the major turning point, and also the main point which kept me hooked to the book, and I finished it in, I think, straight 10-15 days. But excellent writing style, and स्टोरी बुक की तरह आप इसको 3 दिन में भी खत्म कर सकते हो अगर कुछ और नहीं करना, इफ यू वांट टू आइसोलेट योरसेल्फ और टाइम पास करना है तो दिस इज अ वेरी नाइस बुक. सो एक्सीलेंट रिकमेंडेशन बाय अनुप्रिया, फैबुलस रिकमेंडेशन.
I had a vested interest. 3 साल से ये किताब मेरे शेल्फ पे पड़ी थी. I was like यही पर डालते हैं. So that was my vested interest.
No, but very nice book. I loved it.
So Suman, have you read the book? So I'll go by the sequence. जैसे जैसे मेरे को दिख रहे हैं तो
दिख रहे हैं.
Actually, I have become very lazy these days. मैंने सोचा है जो पढ़ा है, let me just put it in my life. तो वो एक sentence put it in my life में पूरा 1 महीना निकल जाता. तो अब कोई स्पेस नहीं है न्यू एंट्री के लिए दिमाग में.
अच्छा, ये बुक रिव्यू सुन के आपको लग रहा है कि आप पढ़ना चाहते हो?
It's nice, but no.
नहीं. Okay.
Like, there are so many good things, but actually not any book. ऐसा नहीं है कि ये. Currently, I'm not in that mode of.
No, you don't have to feel guilty. See, everybody will not have a temperament for mythological fiction. So there is nothing to feel, there's nothing to justify actually if you don't want to read a book. ये बात हम लोगों को सबको समझनी चाहिए, and that's the reason कि book club में Kavita has made a very clear pipeline that one fiction, one non-fiction, self-help, self-improvement, so that we cover a lot of genres कि हर तरीके के reader को मौका मिले अपने taste की book पढ़ने का. So that's no problem, Suman ji. Manisha?
G.
Long back.
Manisha
Sorry.
G.
Cut the
Sorry,
G.
Suman. Sorry, thank you, Suman. हाँ, Manisha.
सेम इज माई केस लाइक कविता कि मैंने 15-18 दिन पहले इस किताब को खत्म किया, एंड उस वक्त 3-4 दिन उसी ऑरा में थी ना. आई वाज थिंकिंग कि मैं वही हूँ और उसी ऑरा में सारी चीजें फील कर रही हूँ, उसके महल का हिस्सा. मतलब आई वाज लाइक दैट, मतलब सो स्ट्रांगली इट वाज इन माय माइंड. बट फिर परसों मैंने सोचा कि यार वो बुक तो अभी नहीं ध्यान है, बट इफ आई एम सिटिंग इन अ बुक डिस्कशन तो मेरा जो टेक अवे जो 15 दिन बाद मेरे पास है, आई मस्ट जॉट इट डाउन दैट एटलीस्ट कि मेरे पास अभी क्या है. वो मैंने लिखा है, बट वो मैंने हिंदी में लिखा है. शुड आई शेयर दैट?
पोएम फॉर्म में लिखा है?
नहीं
क्या पोएम फॉर्म में लिखा है? डैम, मैं सोच रही थी पोएम फॉर्म में लिखा होगा मनीषा ने. नहीं, बताओ. चलो, टेल अस.
ओके. द्रौपदी की महाभारत. हाँ, ये भी इल्जाम द्रौपदी की ही झोली में गया. सब जानते हैं इस किताब को पढ़ने के बाद, और आज भी भली भांति समझ आ गया हमें कि द्रौपदी सिर्फ एक जरिया थी उस कालजयी युद्ध को इंजाम देने के लिए. उसकी उत्पत्ति का उद्देश्य ही था अपने भाई के साथ, ताकि उसका भाई उस कर्म को अंजाम दे सके जिसके लिए उसका आह्वान किया गया था राजा के द्वारा. महाभारत की कहानी हमें बचपन से टीवी पे देखी, पर इस किताब को लिखने का जो तरीका था मन में प्रश्नों के झंझावात उत्पन्न कर गया. कई प्रश्न आए मन में और वो आज की स्थिति के साथ बहुत ही ज्यादा सामायिक है, जिसके साथ हम बहुत कनेक्टेड फील कर सकते हैं। उसमें से एक था, स्त्री हमेशा पुरुषों की जरूरत पूरा करने का माध्यम बनती रही। स्त्रियों की दूरदर्शिता, सहनशीलता, रिश्तों को निभाने की शिद्दत पुरुषों से कहीं कहीं ज्यादा थी। वरना गांधारी के आंख की पट्टी, कुंती का सूरत से लिया वो और द्रौपदी के बन बन भटकने का कोई और कारण ही नहीं था। वो बहुत आराम से अपनी जिंदगी राजसी तरीके से निभा सकती थी। आदिकाल से आज तक स्त्री भोग्या है। आज की नारी कम से कम उच्च वर्ग में तो अपनी आवाज उठा सकती है, शिक्षित और कमाऊ हो तो अपनी शर्तों पर जीने की कोशिश भी कर सकती है। पर आदिकाल में देवी, राजकुमारी और रानी और पटरानी कुछ भी हो, वे सिर्फ एक वस्तु विशेष ही थी। उनका अपना अस्तित्व पिता, पति और बेटों की इच्छा के हिसाब से ही चलता था। पिता ने कहा स्वयंवर है, माला उठा लो, स्वयं में जो जीत गया, चाहे वो ब्राह्मण हो, भिक्षु हो, उसके साथ तुम चली जाओ, और बिना उफ किए राजकुमारी को जाना होगा। सास ने कहा 5 लोगों में बट जाओ, तो भाई बट जाओ। एक राजकुमारी का प्रेम पहली नजर से आखिरी सांस तक, यहाँ तक कि परलोक में भी सिर्फ उसके दिल ही में दफन हो गया। कम से कम आज की स्थिति इससे थोड़ी तो बेहतर है। पतियों में साल साल भर में बांटी गई वस्तु के समान फिर भी उसे निभाने की शिद्दत रखती थी वो। पति ने गांव, पशु, जेवर के जैसे हाड़ मांस के पुतले को भी बिना सोचे दांव पे लगा दिया। फिर भी महाभारत सिर्फ द्रौपदी की थी, किसी और की नहीं थी। खुद के 5 पति के सामने चिरहरण पर उफ नहीं हुई। एक पर पुरुष ने आके लाज रखी, फिर भी वे 5 मर्यादा पुरुष राजकुमार और राजा की गद्दी के लिए भी उम्मीदवार बन सकते थे। आज तक समझ नहीं आया कि क्यों हर बार त्याग की मूर्ति के रूप में सीता मैया का उदाहरण दिया जाता है। द्रौपदी भी तो कई बार बन गई थी, सेविका बनी और वेश भी बदला, फिर क्यों द्रौपदी का नाम चिरहरण और 5 पति की चुटकुलों तक ही सीमित कर दिया गया। मुझे लगता है कि स्त्री जब द्रौपदी के समान असाधारण रूप से गुणी, सुंदर और दृढ़ निश्चयी हो और लीक से हटकर जिंदगी जीने की कल्पना रखती हो, तो उसकी उपस्थिति से सारे पुरुष कांप उठते हैं। मन ही मन वो समझते हैं कि हमें ये स्त्री चुनौती दे सकती है, इसे दबाना होगा, और इसीलिए वे उसे सामान्य रूप से स्वीकार नहीं कर पाते हैं। शायद इसीलिए कभी भी द्रौपदी की त्यागशीलता और मजबूत व्यक्तित्व को उजागर ही नहीं किया गया। स्त्री प्राय अच्छी माँ बनने के लिए ही जानी जाती है, पर द्रौपदी ने अंतिम सांस तक यहाँ भी अपने पतिव्रता और पति के प्रति जो उसके कर्तव्य थे, उसी के लिए अपने आप को ऊपर रखा। रीजन उसके चाहे कुछ भी हो, पर उसने वहां पे भी पति के साथ ही पूरा उसका साथ निभाया। सबसे महत्वपूर्ण बात जो हमने सीखी वो ये कि हम कितना भी भविष्य का पता लगा लें, हमारी नियति जो निर्धारित है हम उसे नहीं बदल सकते। कर्म अच्छे करके उस नियति को चुनौती जरूर दे सकते हैं, पर बदल नहीं सकते। प्रारब्ध पता हो फिर भी द्रौपदी उसे रोक नहीं पाई, और कृष्ण जैसे मजबूत सखा द्रौपदी के जीवन में अपरिहार्य थे, जरूरी थे मतलब। अतएव कितने भी अपने रिश्ते हों, एक मित्र कृष्ण जैसा जरूर होना चाहिए, जो हमें संभाले, हमें गलती करने से बचाए। स्त्री को अपनी जिद के बदले कुछ नहीं मिलता, ये महाभारत के युद्ध के अंत ने हमें सिखाया। हम अहम की संतुष्टि के लिए कुछ भी और हासिल नहीं कर सकते। अतएव गुस्से में कोई निर्णय या प्रतिज्ञा ले तो लेने के बाद भी उसमें फिर से गौर करके उसे बदलने में हिचके नहीं, वरना द्रौपदी को याद जरूर करें। स्त्री को बहुत मजबूत जनने की काबिलियत भी नहीं मिलती, जो सृष्टि को रख सकती है वो उसका विनाश भी कर सकती है। अतः स्त्री तुम मजबूत बनो, शक्तिशाली बनो, पर साथ ही साथ विवेकपूर्ण भी बनो, ताकि अपनी ताकत का सही प्रयोग कर सको। सृजन या विनाश तय हमें करना है। थैंक यू।
Wow.
Well said, Manisha ji. Very well said.
Excellent.
मनीषा
Very
क्या
well
बोला है
said.
तुमने?
Excellent.
एक किताब लिख दे छोटी सी।
हिंदी में ही कहूंगी अद्भुत, और इतनी अच्छी हिंदी।
सीरियसली यार,
बहुत अच्छी. Well summed up.
Very nice.
Very nice. Very nice.
मनीषा,
तो
तुमने
मनीषा
भी
ने जो
कहा-
किया यहाँ पर, हेलो,
Yeah, yes, Anupriya.
मुझे लगा मेरी आवाज इको कर रही है। हाँ, तो हिंदी मेरी उतनी अच्छी नहीं है,
That's okay.
लेकिन जो मनीषा ने किया यहाँ पर, वो उन्होंने क्या किया कि द्रौपदी की महाभारत का एक तरीके से एक बुक समरी दे दिया, एक डिटेल्ड एनालिसिस दे दिया।
Yes.
तो एनालिसिस इज अ डिफरेंट थिंग ऑल टुगेदर। यहाँ पर जो हम न्यूज एनालिसिस बोलते हैं कि एक डाइसेक्शन ऑफ व्हाट हैपेंड, सो ये बुक समरी भी नहीं है, ये बुक रिव्यू भी नहीं है, ये बुक एनालिसिस है, रादर स्टोरी एनालिसिस है। ये बुक एनालिसिस भी नहीं है, ये है स्टोरी एनालिसिस। तो ये एक और एस्पेक्ट, थैंक यू सो मच मनीषा कि आपने एक ही सेशन में हमें एक तीसरे एस्पेक्ट से इंट्रोड्यूस करवा दिया है लिखने के, कि हम एक स्टोरी या फिर एक मुद्दे का एनालिसिस कर रहे हैं यहाँ पर। सो दिस वर्क्स वेल इवन बेटर व्हेन वी आर ट्राइंग टू डू अ न्यूज एनालिसिस और अ स्टोरी और अ कैरेक्टर एनालिसिस, कि क्या सही है क्या गलत है, हम अपने व्यूज दे रहे हैं उसमें। तो डिबेट में जैसे होता है कि somebody is against, somebody is for, जैसे कि मनीषा ने कुछ चीजें बोली जिनसे मैं सहमत नहीं हूं, बट क्योंकि यहाँ पे हम डिक्लेमेशन नहीं कर रहे हैं, डिबेट नहीं कर रहे हैं, तो आई माइट नॉट हाईलाइट देम, बट इट इज हर व्यूज ऑफ व्हाट हैपेंड इन द स्टोरी, right? So thank you so much Manisha, thank you so much for this beautiful write up. And और नेक्स्ट कौन बोलना चाहेगा? ज्योति जी आप कुछ बोलना चाहेंगे, आपने बुक पढ़ी है तो?
Yeah, I have actually read, and I'm okay with Hindi and English. I'm both good in them. I want to go for English because I'm much more comfortable speaking
no
in
problem.
English.
Please go ahead. Please go ahead.
Actually, what happens? What happened? I was very new to this club, and I am a person who likes books. I accept my books as friends rather than persons.
Oh, we love you, Jyoti. We love you.
So actually, I went through this, but I read the e-copy. I have to tell you honestly, I didn't want to. I didn't want to order it. It was not like I didn't want to, but I took Ikigai, the first one, but I could not read. So I just wanted to read this. So I took the e-copy and I read it fully. But I don't know how it went. Like, it was very interesting. And first of all, I am a mythological story person. I love telling stories, and I'm very much interested in them. And I like to analyze very much of them. And with this book, I just want to tell you honestly what I got out of it. Even a woman with 5 husbands, she is still insecure. Because she's not actually she actually expects something from outside, because she knows actually God has given her everything inside, but she expects from outside and gets disappointed. That is what I got. So instead of doing that, let us help ourselves along with the Sakha or whatever, the God's grace, like Krishna, and then take your steps forward. That is what I got.
Excellent Jyoti ji. I think जब मनीषा द्रौपदी की तारीफ के पुलिंदे जड़ रही थी, तब मेरे भी दिमाग में यही चल रहा था, that actually she was a human with errors also. That उसके पास सब कुछ था, लेकिन उसका गुस्सा, उसके impatience की वजह से she created a lot of problems for herself, and that makes her more relatable. I won't say I don't like her, but it makes her more relatable because हम लोग भी तो वैसे ही हैं, कहीं ना कहीं हम लोग भी वैसे हैं.
Anupama, I feel that uska gussa was very much justified. I don't find anything wrong in her anger. I was very much fascinated with this character of Draupadi from the beginning, not after reading this book, or I used to like this character of Draupadi. One thing which Jyoti ji said that was there in my mind, which I've understood when I saw Mahabharata जब वो TV में आ रहा था, कि कोई भी हो, you have to stand for yourself.
Right.
You have to stand even if you have 5 husbands.
I'm interrupting here. I also think that actually when you are helping yourself, all those stuff, I don't think so that my country is actually has been has done injustice to women, because the both of the epics are actually have become great and have been recognized as great only because of women inside that. And they have been insulted or whatever have been done. They should have been given the rights of equality. That's why actually that has been produced, I mean, recognized as epics. Ramayana and both.
That's a very deep
Mahabharata.
thought. That's a very deep thought. Yes, Jyoti, that's a very, very deep thought.
Yeah. Other than that, nothing, no epics. I mean, no other great, what shall I say, the scriptures or anything have been recognized as epics. These are the two in the whole
Beautiful.
world. So
Beautiful
that
thought.
is actually gone through by women. So I'm very proud of it that we women carry lot of things on our shoulders, on our heads, everywhere.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you, Jyoti. Thank you so much. Purvi, I see you on my screen now. Purvi Jasani. You have something to share with us, the reading experience about this book?
Purvi, you're on
Mute
mute.
है आप. You are on mute.
तो बुक
हाँ, अब बोलो.
फिर सारे रिव्यूज और बहुत सारे अच्छे हैं, तो कुछ खास बोलने
नहीं
जैसे
नहीं, खास सब कुछ खास है इस प्लेटफॉर्म पे. कैफे में हर वर्ड खास है, तो प्लीज गो
तो
अहेड.
एक मैंने तभी भी लिखा था दैट आई लाइक द पॉइंट इन द होल बुक, जो मुझे अभी भी पेज नंबर 149 पे है. दैट इज, can anybody read it? I cannot read.
कौन सा? I smiled. If I am, I owe it to my palace.
No, it is like Krishna is telling Draupadi ke till you have everything, you enjoy it, but the
Oh yes, I will read it. I found it.
yes.
When I repeated this to Krishna, he frowned. Don't be so attached to what is. After all, no more than stone and metal and asura slay of land. All things in this world change and pass away. Some after many years, some overnight. Appreciate the palace of illusions by all means. But if you identify so deeply with it, you set yourself up for sorrow.
Yes, ये जो particular line है ना कि you identify yourself, then you start the sorrow. तो लगता है लाइफ में फर्स्ट पहली स्ट्रगल होती है, you get identified. The moment you get identified, now you have to unlearn the process.
Yeah, detach.
That is the whole journey. कैसी होती है, कैसे, that I really loved it.
Beautiful, Purvi. Thank you for highlighting this portion of the book with us. Urvi Shah, बोलिए.
सब लोगों ने इतना बोला है ना कि सच में कुछ बाकी नहीं रहा है बोलना. सब लोग
नहीं, बिल्कुल है, बोलिए.
एक्चुअली ये बुक में एक तो सबको पता है कि ये बुक मैंने 4 साल पहले पढ़ी, तो देन आई फेल्ट फ्लैट फॉर करना. मेरे को वो कैरेक्टर इतना, मतलब पूरे महाभारत में मेरे को वो कैरेक्टर थोड़ा सा आइडियल लगता है. बहुत सारे रीजन है उसके, पर ये इसका मेन जस्ट ये लगता है बुक का कि what all things which are destined to happen will happen in any case. पर ऐसे देखा जाए तो पूरा स्टोरी खाली रिवेंज ही है. लाइक अगर मतलब कर्ण लव्स द्रौपदी, पर फिर भी वो जब उसका एकदम वीक मोमेंट था तब उसने बोल दिया कि उसकी भी कपड़े निकालने चाहिए, साड़ी निकालनी चाहिए, खाली इन लोग के क्यों. तो ये मेरे को बहुत ये लगा कि अगर मतलब ये कैसा, ये तो कोई दिस इज नॉट लव, और पर पता नहीं ऐसे
बिटरनेस. सो दैट मेक्स इट रिलेटेबल. उर्वी, जो मेरे को लगता है कि इट मेक्स ईच कैरेक्टर एंड सिचुएशन रिलेटेबल, क्योंकि आज भी लोग प्यार में बिटर हो जाते हैं. हम लोग बोलते हैं प्यार में देना चाहिए, लेकिन इफ यू थिंक अबाउट योर फर्स्ट लव और फर्स्ट क्रश, कितने लोग हैं जो स्वीट मेमोरीज ही रखते हैं. पीपल विल हैव बिटर मेमोरीज अबाउट देम. मौका लगेगा तो उनको मुंह पे एक चपत भी लगाना चाहेंगे लोग.
दैट्स बिकॉज वी डोंट लव अनकंडीशनली. जैसे कि अपने पेरेंट्स होते हैं, खास करके मदर होती है, शी लव्स अस अनकंडीशनली, कुछ भी हो जाए वो रिवेंज नहीं लेगी। पर मैंने सारे इसमें देखा कि खाली रिवेंज रिवेंज। और मेरे को ये लगता है कि ये पॉइंट सब स्टोरी में हाईलाइट किया हुआ है कि द्रौपदी ने गुस्से में आके कुछ बोला तो ये महाभारत हुआ। पर अगर पहले से देखो तो द्रोण छोटे छोटे एकदम इम्प्रेशनेबल बच्चों को सिखाते हैं रिवेंज का पर्पज से, कि ये बच्चे गुरु दक्षिणा में they'll bring द्रौपद टू लाइक नो माय फिट एंड ऑल। यही बच्चों को अगर सिखाते हैं रिवेंज में लेना, तो वो बच्चे बड़े होके क्या करेंगे, वो तो
रिवेंज ही करेंगे।
तो यही ये स्टार्टिंग से ही है, ऐसे लग रहा है द्रौपदी इज जस्ट अ माइन्यूट लाइक नो माइन्यूट थिंग एडेड टू इट के रिवेंज का एलिमेंट में। बट आई लव दिस बुक, मेरे को दूसरी बार भी पढ़ने में बहुत ही मजा आया, बहुत ही मजा आया।
थैंक यू उर्वी, थैंक यू सो मच। पूजा, नाउ आई सी यू ऑन द स्क्रीन, तो आप कुछ शेयर करना चाहेंगे इस बुक के बारे में अगर आपने पढ़ी है, और नहीं तो आप पढ़ना चाहेंगे या नहीं चाहेंगे? अनम्यूट करिए अपने आप को।
Yeah.
हाँ,
Hello
बोलिए आप।
everyone. Yeah, I've read
Hello.
the book. Yeah, thanks to you, Kavita. Thanks to Anupriya. I couldn't put the book down once I started it. Like you said, I finished it at one go. सब काम छोड़ के. Actually, what I could, सबने जो बोला, अनुप्रिया ने बोला, Manisha also said, they spoke awesomely well. I just want to add one thing which I found. Like Draupadi being a princess, like what notions we have, कि princess है, so her life will be a bed of roses. So ऐसा नहीं था. Like from the moment of her birth, we find that she's been the unwanted one. Like Drupad was hesitant when he held out his hand. He only wanted her brother. So that I felt कि even she being a female child felt that unwantedness. And then who would have thought that being a princess, she would have gone to the forest, live a life of struggle. So that ups and downs, everybody has to face. Even a princess had to face. So what are we? I mean, adjustment and compromises are always there. So I think it's the woman only, तब भी और अब भी, जो compromises करती थी और करती है. ये मेरे को लगा.
Good thought and good observation, Pooja. Very good observation, Pooja. And
Yeah.
I would tend to agree with you and also agree to disagree with you. क्योंकि ये जो महाभारत की story है, it is unpredictable life for everyone. पांडव्स also went to the forest. ऐसा नहीं है कि पांडव्स फॉरेस्ट में नहीं गए थे, सिर्फ द्रौपदी गई थी. तो yes, this message that life is unpredictable for everyone, चाहे वो राजा का बेटा हो, चाहे वो रंग का बेटा हो, चाहे वो हम मिडिल क्लास लोग हों, we have to be adaptable and we have to keep changing our life plan according to that. So that's a very good thought. Thank you, Pooja.
That's a way of putting it. Yeah, thanks.
चलो, next. I see somebody जिनका login name है 4A5EB073. I am sorry.
Actually, I've logged in from somebody else's phone because from my phone it was not getting connected.
Which is okay. You just need to introduce yourself and go ahead with your thoughts about the book.
Hello.
हाँ, बोलिए.
You guys can hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
This is the second time I read the book. I have also read this long back. So, the thing I liked about this is Draupadi's character is obviously, which we have seen in the mythology, jo Mahabharata, is always like because she's born out of fire. And we consider like in Indian Hindu mythology, fire is supposed to be very pure and sacred. So her character on TV, she's very what can I say? She's very forgiving. She's all heart. She's big heart and everything. Till she gets obviously molested and she wants revenge. But at that point also, in when we see Mahabharata, Krishna explains it to her that revenge is for the society, not only because what has happened to you. You don't have to keep that feeling of revenge in you because what has been done to you. It should be for the good of society, so it doesn't happen to other women, right? But here in this book, we see all her gray shades. Just because she's gone out of a fire, or you know,
Very true. Yes, very true.
has all the gray shades. She's rebellious. She doesn't like who she got married to, even when she has. Obviously, she was forced to marry five men, but she had different kinds of men. She was not happy with any of them. She was still in love. She was in love with Karna, and that's how her life ended. I mean, she was in love with him till the end. She never fell in love with any of her husbands. So this is
Very
all,
true.
I mean, this is a human nature. Just because she was a princess or born out of fire, we have in the mythologies which we see, we have put her as like on a pedestal like Sita, like a Devi. But she wasn't. She was a human. She had all those characteristics. So this makes her more relatable. She
Very
also
true.
she herself felt that she is not a mother material. She was not a very good mother because she chose to go with her husband, and that also I think subconsciously she was fine with it. She was not missing her children so much. Yes, towards the end she was feeling that she had drifted apart from them, but I don't think she missed them all the 14 years they were, in forest and then incognito for a year. So I think it makes her very human. And
very good. So we are running slightly short on time. So I'll cut you short and move on to the next person. Thank you so much for sharing your views. Mamta Sheikh Sharia. So we have 9 people left. I'll call out Mamta's name and then I'll call out whoever wants to speak. Okay? So we'll take 4 more people. Or rather 3 more people, Mamta and 2 more people. So Mamta, do you have anything to share with us?
No, because I have started, but due to marriage at my home, I am not able to finish the book.
But are you motivated enough to read the book now?
Yes.
That's good. That's good. Okay, so I now open the floor to rest of the 9 people who haven't spoken and giving the chance to 2 people who want to speak.
Yes,
so Madhu,
I've been waiting.
Alka
I've been waiting for my turn. Can you all hear me?
Yeah,
This is
Suniti.
Suniti. Yes, Suniti, please camera on कर लो.
Actually मैं ready हो रही थी.
Ready नहीं है.
अब मैं हो गई. So
okay. So Suniti
Yes.
speaks and then Simi has raised her hand. So Simi will speak after Suniti. Suniti, now you can go on. Tell us.
Anupriya, thank you first of all. Kavita ji, obviously वो तो है ही है. Please take for granted. But thanks for recommending such a fantastic read. I
Yeah.
loved it completely.
Absolutely.
पता है, throughout I was listening and I was, like I loved the different perspectives what all of you shared. And I was thinking कि शायद कोई बोल देगा जो मैं बोलना चाह रही हूँ, but नहीं हुआ अभी तक. The last 5 pages when she's climbing uphill and then she chooses to walk into the air. And then Krishna appears and जो वो मन में सोच रही है because she's not able to talk, उसके मन में सवाल उठ रहे हैं and then he's answering them. The last 5 pages I was crying. I had gooseflesh. मतलब हिल गई थी मैं अंदर से. I finished the book and I was like in a totally different zone. I went down to give my family dinner and I was like, you know what? I don't know मैं कहाँ हूँ. पता नहीं ऐसा लग रहा है मेरी आत्मा और ही कहीं है. मेरे को एक काम करते हैं 3 Idiots या ZNMD के मैं scenes देख लेती हूँ. I have to come back, to reality. It just took me somewhere else, the last 5 pages. In fact, there was one paragraph. Yeah, one paragraph which I forwarded to my husband कि ये paragraph boss life में ना कभी भी कुछ भी लगे ना आगे पीछे ये paragraph पढ़ लेना चाहिए and it'll just ground you back and make you feel much better. It's that paragraph when she realizes when she's having these, when she's recalling everything, all the happy moments in her life, and Krishna asks her कि सब चीज याद करो, and उसके सारे moments में Krishna है, if you realized. And one moment when she is standing in the balcony of that, जब वो अज्ञातवास में रहते हैं 1 साल, तो वो balcony में खड़ी है, and these soldiers are asking for some address, and one of them turns back and he's Krishna.
Yeah.
तो फिर वो एक पैराग्राफ बोलती है कि यू नो ही इज बिन देयर इन माय लाइफ, कभी इन द फोरफ्रंट, कभी इन द शैडोज, ही इज ऑलवेज बिन देयर, हाथ हमेशा सर पे रहा है, you know, and that is such a wonderful gift that has to be, that should be acknowledged. If you want, I can read.
Yes, I think the last 5 paragraphs was actually the summary, you know, of the Gita Updesh. She dramatized the entire Gita Updesh from Draupadi's perspective and established the presence of Krishna in life. कि मैं हूँ, सब चीजों में मैं हूँ. So yes, which is very right. A very beautiful thought. Very, very. Thank you, Suniti, for bringing out this aspect.
I mean, agar people who have not read the book and who are still thinking, last 5 pages पढ़ लो, तो ऐसे ही आपका spiritual level थोड़ा high हो जाएगा.
सुनीति इतने passion के साथ बोल रही है, please पढ़ लो सब कोई last के
5 pages, so please don't miss.
No, I think you should read the entire book.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. That goes without saying, लेकिन किसी को
लास्ट के 5 पेजेस तो प्लीज पढ़ लो. लेकिन सुनीति बोल रही है प्लीज, एंड आई अग्री विद हर, आई कंप्लीटली अग्री विद हर कि किसी को गीता उपदेश आज तक समझ ना आया हो तो लास्ट के 5 पेजेस पढ़ लो, आ जाएगा समझ. समझ आ जाएगा. वेरी गुड. अच्छा, सिमी ने नेक्स्ट हाथ खड़ा किया था, so we listen to Simi now. Simi, your turn.
Hi everyone. Thank you, Kavita and Anupriya, for suggesting this book. Though I couldn't complete this book much, but you know, as I said before, I am fascinated with this character Draupadi in Mahabharata. Apart from Krishna's character, I don't know. I'm not saying anything new which is not here in this forum, but I just want to know one thing: कि why we look upon Draupadi as an epitome of revenge. महाभारत द्रौपदी की वजह से कभी भी नहीं हुई थी. That's what I feel. जैसे people always say कि महाभारत हुई because द्रौपदी का रिवेंज लेना था. नहीं, I think वो इसलिए हुआ because of the foolishness of her husbands. When she was getting molested, nobody stood up. She had 5 husbands who were great warriors. Nobody stood for her. Nobody stood for her because युधिष्ठिर जो बोल देता था अपने मुंह से, वो फिर कभी भी पीछे नहीं हटता था. That is so shitty, I feel. A girl is getting molested, and just because you gave your jawan, you will not get up and help.
सलमान खान वहीं से इंस्पायर हुए, जो कह दिया वो कह दिया.
नहीं, एक्चुअली महाभारत में ऐसे बहुत सारी चीजें हैं जो क्वेश्चनेबल हैं. आई डिड नॉट टच अपॉन देम क्योंकि वो महाभारत एज अ होल ही पॉइंटेड लगती है मुझे. 5 पतियों से शादी, मतलब ऐसा कैसे हुआ?
And Duryodhan, he behaved so badly, and they say they're full of sanskar, they do so much. हर समय पाँव छूते रहते, they've been shown, and there's so much, but like he's molesting his, मतलब अपनी भाभी को he's molesting. So these points, I feel कि the Mahabharata was not because of Draupadi's revenge, it is because of the foolishness of the other men who were surrounding her. So
true.
Very true.
Basically, मैंने जितना पढ़ा है, मैं बोलना चाहती हूँ, मैंने जितना पढ़ा है स्टार्टिंग में, तो उसने कहा ना कि वो उसको कहीं लेकर जाती है जो उसका फ्यूचर बताता है. ये होना ही है. तो मतलब ये द्रौपदी के कारण ही हुआ है. ये होना था तो द्रौपदी को एक माध्यम बनाया गया है. तो मतलब ये वैसा नहीं कि द्रौपदी के कारण ही हुआ है, कि ये होना ही है तो तुम ऐसे होगा, तुम वन में जाओगे तो उसको
अभी हम we are deviating the discussion from this book to महाभारत. तो वो बड़ा लंबा डिस्कशन चल जाएगा. सुधा जैन काफी देर से हाथ खड़ा किए हुए हैं. So let's listen to her and then we will move on to Babita because she also has 5 minutes of section. She'll just introduce the next book to us. So Sudha ji, please take 2 minutes and then we'll move on to Babita.
Sudha, you're on mute. On mute.
Hello.
Hi everyone. बाकी सब लोग mute पर please.
Yeah.
Yes, go ahead Sudha. Go ahead.
मेरा भी वही कहना था, लेकिन अनुप्रिया ने कहा कि हम महाभारत पे नहीं जाएं. मुझे लगता है द्रौपदी एक कारण है, मतलब शी इज नॉट द रीजन, लिमिट है महाभारत के लिए. फिर भी एक कारण होने, मतलब लिमिट बनने के बाद शी इज सो स्ट्रांग, यू नो. इतने कुछ होने के बाद हम तो एक ही है, तो इसे कारण देते हमारे साथ ऐसा हुआ इसलिए किया। इतना कुछ होने के बाद अकेले सबके ऊपर भारी पड़ना, आई लाइक दैट थिंग इन हर। Seriously, I like that.
I forgot to mention this कि जब सुधा अब ये बोल रही हैं कि चित्रा ने अपने बुक में द एवोल्यूशन ऑफ द कैरेक्टर ऑफ द्रौपदी, कि वो एक रेबेलियस चाइल्ड है और फिर वो एक हेल्पलेस ब्राइड बनती है और कैसे वो एक रानी बन के शी कम्स आउट सो फोर्सफुल एंड स्ट्रॉन्ग कि अब उसके कंट्रोल में है चीजें, और लास्ट में शी फील्स, और लास्ट में she actually takes the brunt of being responsible for all the devastation also. तो वो जो एक कैरेक्टर आर्क डेवलप किया है चित्रा ने, वो बुक में भी बहुत अच्छे से किया है। तो यस, थैंक यू सुधा फॉर ब्रिंगिंग अप दैट एस्पेक्ट। यस,
मैंने कहीं सुना था कि जैसे कि द्रौपदी ने कहा अंधे का बेटा अंधा, तो वो तो बहुत जन ने उसको कहा होगा, लेकिन शी वाज चोजन एज अ लिमिट, यू नो, और उसके बावजूद स्टैंडिंग अगेंस्ट एवरीथिंग, मतलब शी स्टूड सो स्ट्रांग, क्योंकि उस टाइम में, अभी तो फिर भी वुमेन बहुत पावरफुल है, उस टाइम में खड़े होके और सबको अपने हिसाब से सारा कुछ उसने किया। आई लाइक दैट थिंग इन हर।
Very good. Thank you, Sudha. Thank you so much. And with this, we close the very successful month of reading The Palace of Illusions by Chitra Divakaruni. It was an amazing and a very mind-wrecking discussion. And I hope people who view this, they will be enticed to read this book. उनको जिज्ञासा होगी कि ये book पढ़ें हम. And now we move to Babita. She will introduce the next book to us. The book for the next month at Book Club Cafe. So over to you, Babita.
Thank you, Anupriya. And you have described the book so well. Even I had read it, 3-4 weeks, around 3 weeks back, and the whole book was, in front of my eyes. The whole story came alive in front of my eyes because of your review. So now that we've read a fiction book, now we are back to self-help books. And as we know, I mean, self-help books are a little difficult. You need a lot of patience to go through them, understand them, if we want to bring a difference in our lives because of the self-help books. So I would like to quote one of Robin Sharma's quote. The next book that we are reading is by Robin Sharma, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. So one of his quotes is, "Once you slay one fear, you will conquer many fears." And I found this quote very, very, important. And that yes, we have so many fears, but we don't want to face them. So let us face at least one fear at a time. It is a story about a person, a very accomplished person, a very successful person. But when suddenly he felt ill, physically ill, he had a heart attack, and how then he realized that only material goods are not important in his life, but he needed to find something else. He needed to find his own self, which had got lost in gaining all those materialistic things in life. So the book is all about that, and you will find many, many very good quotes in the book. So I would request everyone, like whatever quotes you find good, you may either mark it with a pencil or a highlighter, or you may even note it down in a book and with the page number, so that whenever you are referencing, you know which page to go to. Kavita, I learned that from you when we were reading Ikigai.
Yeah, true.
And then you all can even post those quotes on in the group, and why you like that quote particularly in reference to your life. We can then have a very healthy discussion on that. Each one can post whatever quotes you have liked, and whether if you have not liked something, you can even post that, and we can have a discussion on that also. And I feel that, if everyone reads the book keeping their own life in mind, that yes, this thing is applicable in my life. Not all the material in the book will be applicable to everyone. We will resonate with a few lines in our life. Someone may resonate with something else. So, that will be of a great help. And yeah, that's all I think. And let us enjoy the book, not stress ki self-help hai to mujhe ye karna hi hai. We can always make a list of things of which we want to pick up from that, and we can try, you know, one or two things. Ki hum, let me try with this. Let me try if I'm successful doing this. Then we can move on to some other things. Ki haan, chalo, let me try this also. But let the whole journey be an enjoyable one.
Yes.
Thank you, Babita. Thank you so much for introducing the book and laying out a plan for the next month. Alka has a concern कि only English books are discussed. तो अलका ऐसा है कि द पैलेस ऑफ इल्यूजन्स हिंदी में भी अवेलेबल है और मनीषा ने हिंदी में ही पढ़कर अपने व्यूज लिखे हैं. शी मस्ट हैव रेड द इंग्लिश वर्जन आल्सो, बट शी हैज रेड द हिंदी वर्जन. द मॉन्क हु सोल्ड हिज फरारी, ये इंग्लिश में भी है और हिंदी में भी है. इफ यू आर कंफर्टेबल विद हिंदी, यू कैन रीड इट इन हिंदी. And learnings तो same ही रहेंगे, content same ही रहेगा.
I'm not saying that like translation that because I don't have any problem whether in English or Hindi, because I'm in English and Hindi both. So that's not an issue. But I was asking because some books are there in Hindi literature also. They are very good to read and discuss about, you know.
But Alka, our members, not most of them are comfortable with English reading Hindi. So.
And the very purpose of setting up this club, one more thing, that we could actually once in a while look at. The very purpose of setting up this book club was that people, all our members, wanted to get accustomed with the English language. So we thought reading is one good way, and discussing it is one good way of, you know, making people comfortable with the language. And this is just the second month of this club. Maybe later on, Kavita can take a call if we want to discuss a Hindi book or not. Take up a Hindi literature book.
No. I'm comfortable because even because if we are exposed to like world literature, that's really good. And I would just ask you because first time I have joined this. That's why.
You can recommend those books in our book group. Whoever is interested in Hindi book,
they can read.
They can read. They can put their opinion that this is good or bad in that group only. Just mention the names now.
Yeah, right. That's because everyone.
मनीषा बोल रही है मेरे लिए book. मनीषा बोल रही है मेरे लिए recommendation. So yes, Kavita, please the closing note and we can close the meeting.
Yeah. So excellent session, Anupriya, as expected from you. Both the things you've covered very, very nicely. The book review, how to write a book review, how to write a book summary, what is a book analysis. So you did give us more than you promised. And
thanks to Manisha.
Excellent.
Thanks to Manisha, actually.
Yeah, and Manisha, after Babita ji, you are to be the book leader, and that time, yes, you have to take up, because the way you explained the book review and the book summary or the book analysis, whatever
then
it was.
Then I'll take Anupriya's love story.
So we have actually finalized Anupriya's book only. After the self-help book, we have finalized that we will pick up Anupriya's book.
Just imagine I'm going to dissect the analysis thing in front of the writer only.
Yes. So we have the entire, you know, we have the faith in you that you will be able to do that. You have that power. So
we'll try.
Yes. So and Babita, looking forward to the next month book.
Yes.
Which has been a life-changing book for me. I started my I think I restarted my book reading journey with this book, and I will say that it's a beautiful book. Whoever is not into reading also must pick up this book and start reading. It's excellent. It's very simple language, but it has, I think, more takeaways than any other book in terms of self-help. Excellent book. Robin Sharma has been my favorite. So this one is actually, read it for me, everybody.
I haven't read the book yet, so I think I'm going to enjoy the whole process.
It's fabulously beautiful book. All his books are very nice.
I think I read this book when I was 18 years old. And now that I'm double the age, it's time to revisit the book.
Again,
double the age ho gayi hoon, to it's time to revisit the book and see how I can improve my life now.
And I have a habit of writing the quotes which I like in the book. So मैंने इनके book से start किया था, Robin Sharma के book से वो चीज, because it has so many of such quotes which you will fall in love with it कि आपको कहीं note करना पड़ेगा उनको. So you must sit with a pen and a notebook when you're reading this book, and you will find lots of beautiful quotes in his book. So
Acha,
looking
I
forward
have
to a
one
great
suggestion.
session. Yes, yes, Anupriya.
Sorry, just जो लोग Kindle पे पढ़ते हैं, you actually have an option to highlight the quotes. और वो highlight करके as a combined document you can share it to your email ID.
Correct.
Okay, so you can do that also. और हमारे साथ भी share कर देना, so that we can share, we can increase the knowledge and the motivation.
Absolutely. So the book name is The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. It's a bestseller, and it deserves to be a bestseller actually. Looking forward, everybody, and thank you for joining in. Thank you, Anupriya. Thank you, Manisha, for insightful.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Babita, for taking up the book.
Thank you. Thank you.
Chalo, bye bye everyone.
Bye.
Bye everyone.
Thanks.